Hi, Chaplain Steve with another video, and this one is about Earthbound. And I've had videos before about this. And what this is going to be really about, Earthbound literally here at the hospital. Earthbound, you know all about this, but basically are those souls who are having a hard time. They're having a hard time adjusting one way or another. They're still attached to the earthly realm in one way or another. And then when I was talking about the hospital, literally, I guess the best way to kind of put it to you is, since I'm a chaplain, since they're in a hospital, things happen in this hospital, but you're directly involved with these, the patients that are in here. About life and death. So what happens, in other words, what happens here basically is that the sense I get, there are souls who are just not ready, and they're still in the hospital here. The spiritual is still here, and they're lingering. And I think, and I'm going to tell you, things happen here in the hospital. How do I mean physically? Things that go on. And let me tell you some of the experiences I've had, literally. And it's their way of letting them know that they're around. And I think it's letting me know they need more reassurance. I think it's letting them know they're going to be okay. They're making that adjustment. And we've talked about this before. There's an adjustment period. There's a time you have to go through this stuff. So let me go ahead and what happens here. There are times that door that you see right behind me, that door will open automatically. Nobody's touching that, no handle, nothing like that. It just opens up. Not very often, but it has happened. Other times on my desk, there will be, we have a pen holder and things kind of move around. There have been times when I'm doing the rounds and going into other rooms, the elevator door will just open up, and you have, in order to engage the elevator, you have to have that button. You have to press it. But I'm walking around the corner, and I'm just about to go in the elevator, and the door just opens up. Another time where I was in the bathroom, a paper towel dispenser. It is motion sensor, but in this particular case, it went down. And as I said, I think the spiritual in some way or another kind of letting me know. Interesting enough, there was a doctor that was, I would start having a discussion, and he said and he's spiritually inclined. The sense I get, he's spiritually inclined. Things are happening. Doors are opening up. He doesn't quite know. And I said, and I told him, I said, now you're into my realm, in the spiritual world. But it really is. There are those spirits that really have a hard time adjusting. And believe it or not, and I talked about, I tell patients here, you're going to get through this. Basically, even in the spiritual world, they make their presence known sometimes, and they need to be assured they're going to get through this. They're having a hard time adjusting. I've talked about this before, and there are souls that are, nothing to do with God. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing to do with angels. And the angels, they're assigned to souls. And some of them, I have to tell you, this is rough stuff. These souls are very hard to deal with. They yell and scream and all kinds. They want to be left alone. They want nothing to do with God. They want to do with the angels. Nothing. They don't want anything to do with them. The angels are assigned to them to kind of get them through. And then when they make their presence known, those souls they want nothing but nothing to do with it. And in one case, I talked to you about this before. There's one soul was carrying on, kicking and screaming, whatever, and the angel tells him, I think we need to discuss your behavior. Kind of like sounds here, things. The earthly realm is kind of like here. It is the realm that is, for those souls who just can't leave the earthly realm. They're still attached to it one way or another. Either they can't adjust to what's going on, and they lost their life. They're having a time adjusting. Other reasons too, sometimes they feel like there are things that they're not finished. They're not done. They have to kind of work that out. A lot of reasons for the earthly realm and the earthbound. But it happens here in the hospital, and the sense I get, I don't know, I would think people think I'm a little bit nuts. I tell them, mainly I tell them, you're going to be okay. You're going to do okay. It's time to go. It's time to be with God. It's time to be with the heavenly kingdom. It's time to go. And I just get the sense that, they make their presence known here because we're really kind of involved. We're really involved in a very, very direct way. And I, as a chaplain, things I see, and I talked about this before, things I see you cannot believe. It is stunning what happens here in the hospital. But there are souls here. As I said, there are souls that they haven't made the adjustment. They're having a hard time with it. and for one reason or another. And the other thing, what is interesting is that, even when you go into the next realm, we have free will. You choose. And that's important to know. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know, but I thought it was a very interesting, just kind of let you know what's going on. But again, I thank you for your time. I hope your day is going well, and I appreciate watching this video. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it.